Welcome to this session on scaling in Azure App Service Plans. By the end of this lecture, you'll clearly understand the two main scaling strategies available, scale up and scale out, and how you can apply them smartly to meet the changing demands of your applications. When you're hosting applications in Azure using App Service, it's essential to ensure that your app can handle fluctuating workloads efficiently. Azure gives you two powerful options such as scale up and scale out. Scale up. Think of this as upgrading your machine to a more powerful one. Scale out. Think of this as adding more machines to handle the load. You can perform both actions manually or set them to happen automatically, which is where auto scaling comes in. When you scale up, you are enhancing the capacity of your existing virtual machine. You get more CPU, memory, and disk space, access to premium features like dedicated VMS, custom domains, SSL bindings, staging slots, and auto-scale support. To scale up, all you need to do is change the pricing tier of your app service plan. For example, moving from the free tier to basic, then to standard or premium as your needs grow. Use this when your app needs more power, not necessarily more instances. When you scale out, you are adding more instances of your app across multiple virtual machines. Your app runs in parallel across them, helping you handle more traffic. You can scale out to up to 30 instances depending on your pricing tier. If you're using an app service environment with the isolated tier, you can scale out even further, up to 100 instances. You can scale out manually by setting the number of instances yourself and automatically using autoscale based on rules like CPU usage or time of day. Use this when your app is handling more traffic and needs horizontal scaling. With autoscale, you don't need to manually monitor and adjust scale. Instead, Azure automatically increases or decreases the number of instances based on CPU or memory thresholds. Schedule. For example, scale out during business hours and scale in at night. Custom metrics and rules. This helps you maintain performance during high demand and save money during low usage. When planning your Azure App Service scaling strategy, it's wise to start small and grow smart. Begin with a lower pricing tier, like the free tier for early testing. As your needs evolve, you can move to the shared tier to support custom domains. Then upgrade to the basic tier if you need SSL capabilities. Later, you might step up to standard for features like staging slots and eventually to premium for more compute power and auto-scaling support. The great part is that you can scale up or down anytime based on your app's growth and cost considerations. One of the biggest advantages of Azure scaling is that you don't need to redeploy your code. Any changes you make to your app service plan, whether it's scaling up or down, are applied almost instantly across all your apps within that plan, saving you time and effort. It's also important to think beyond just the app service plan. If your app relies on external services like Azure SQL Database or Azure Blob Storage, be aware that you will need to scale those components independently. The app service plan focuses only on the web app hosting layer and doesn't manage other resources. Lastly, to optimize both performance and cost, consider enabling autoscale. With autoscale, you only pay for what you use. Azure will automatically adjust the number of instances based on real-time demand, helping your app handle sudden traffic surges without overpaying during low usage periods. All you have to do is define the right autoscale rules, and Azure takes care of the rest. So, what's your key takeaway? In Azure App Service, you have full control to scale your applications vertically. Scale up for more power. or horizontally means scale out for more capacity. You can start small with lower tiers and grow as your needs evolve without redeploying code. By enabling auto scale, you ensure performance during peak times and save costs during low demand. Always consider scaling other dependent services separately. And remember, smart scaling is the key to both resilience and cost efficiency in the cloud.